Hey there, fellow Factorians. Onerous here with another episode of Bob's and Angels Seablock, and boy, am I loving this series. I hope you're loving watching it, but I am having a great time trying to figure all these things out. And I'm standing here. So after the last episode, sorry if my voice is a bit funny. Yeah, there we go. The end of the last episode, I left this running for I don't know 5 minutes at 5 times speed, so equivalent of sort of half an hour, and yeah, we got a bit more landfill, which was nice. I think I grabbed it all, but we have this little setup, and we've got a little bit of stuff that we can pop in here to make some science. And yes, but I set it up over here. I was standing over here because, as you can see, we're actually totally out of charcoal. So something's not working, and I can tell you what's not working. We are not actually producing enough green algae. I think what it was, all the calculations I did were based on all the green algae going into charcoal. But we're forgetting that we are sending lots and lots of cellulose fiber in here into that. So this is, I mean, it's annoying because this is what we have to do to use up our brown algae as well. But long story short, we need to sort this out. We need to sort this out because power is an issue. Speaking of which, I had a message on an earlier video from Illusion saying about using burner inserters early on because of the power issues. And I'm like, well, that's interesting, but what is the consumption of energy for an inserter? So an inserter uses, here we go, 21.4 kilowatts, whereas a burner inserter uses 94 kilowatts. But so the other issue is the minimum consumption. So interestingly, there we go. But while they're actually moving, a regular inserter is using much less, almost less than a quarter of the energy. So it is better when it's moving, but all these ones that are just sitting here are actually drawing power as well. So I think probably overall, given that most of the inserters aren't working all the time, yeah, probably are better off having burner inserters. But honestly, the idea of manually doing burner inserters at this point, not my cup of tea. All right, so what do we need? What do we need here? We need some iron, and I just put all of my iron in here. That is a shame, isn't it? What do we got here? Crushed. Okay. You have some crushed. No. Ooh. Oh gosh. You have some crushed that, and you have some crushed that. All right. So what do we need? We need some circuit boards. We can make. We might as well make handcraft just a bunch of wooden boards while we're going. And that does remind me. Power left the note that left the comment. Sorry, that I should be handcrafting. I should. Anytime we're not handcrafting some free wooden bricks or pellets, we're wasting time. I've got infinite carbon dioxide recipe as well. I didn't see this one before. So wood pellets turn directly into carbon dioxide. I'm sure I've seen recipes that use carbon dioxide. Charcoal also goes straight into carbon dioxide. So one charcoal makes 50 carbon dioxide. One wood pellet makes 70 carbon dioxide. It's actually significantly cheaper to do it from wood pellets. Significantly cheaper. Anyway, let's see. So, with some carbon dioxide, what can we make? Everything is locked except for making purified water with hydrogen gas. Now we actually have a lot of hydrogen gas. That looks like a good way to make some early purified water, which is used for lots of things. I've definitely seen it in our recipe list. I mean, it's there's 47 recipes. I'm not going to scroll through them all, but gosh, I thought I saw some purified water recipes that we were getting to. Maybe it was to do with basic chemistry. Let's have a look. Oh man, there is so much tech in Bobs and Angels. It's daunting but beautiful. All right. So we did just unlock carbon dioxide. Let's see, carbon dioxide, purified water. That's it. Purified water creating. Oh, maybe those are the recipes that I saw, which I'm not too worried about. Not too worried about. All right. We do have chemical plants though. Okay, how are we doing with iron plate? We need more iron plate. We need a little bit more iron plate. Let's speed things up so we can get some iron plate. Woo! Now, this will allow us to make some algae farms. How many algae farms? We probably want to make quite a few algae farms, and I think it reminds me. Daniel Everett left a comment earlier on saying he had 4 algae farms supporting 1 boiler, and maybe this is why. Because the ratios we were doing, it wasn't quite it. Let's do some handcrafting of this while we wait. Whoa, that's a lot of cellulose fiber. All right, there you go. Time flies. What are we short on? What are we short on? I've got 12. We need 6 more. 6 more iron plates. All right, come on, guys. I can see it. See it working. So once we get this power sorted out, our next step is going to have to be ramping up production here. So what we actually had when we had our burner crusher running here, this was the 4 could support the 1 burner crusher could support 4 of these. So that was 1 slag a second. But now we have a crafting speed of 1.5. So actually add in 2 more electrolyzers and get 50% more crushed rock. So I think that's definitely something we want to do. How do we go on now? We are 3 iron plate short. Shouldn't have put all that stuff in the science at the start. What a waste. But it's only time, and honestly, the longer we run this, the more sand we get. Look at that, 230 and even 50 grass, which will be a nice little something. Really hard to control. 3 iron plate, that'll do it. All right. Might as well finish that wood brick. All right. Let's bring the game speed back down to a reasonable level, and let's get this next one here. We could build it up here, or we could build it over here. I think I'm going to stick with that's it. Beautiful. I'm going to try and stick with something that I was going to say we're out of landfill. No, we're not out of landfill. We just ran out of distance. Okay, I'm going to try and stick with a pattern here where these will keep going out. Things like this will build out this way, and leave a few areas because with having to build all the land, we're going to start running into some issues on getting materials between. We're probably not going to have a bus. Probably not going to have a live bus anytime soon. Probably didn't have to go all that way, did I? Where are we going here? You're going there, and you're going there. All right. We're out of belts. We're out of belts. So we do need more iron. Oh my goodness. Apparently I lost alt mode too. There we go. There is enough to build one more belt. All right. Looks like we're doing the well, I was going to say we're doing the speed thing, but I think I'm just going to pause it and we'll come back when we've got some belts. All right. So we're back. Again, only took like a couple minutes at game speed of 5. Always handy. So we've got a little bit here going. get some power. That is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. All right, let's live with what we got. We don't need to go all the way up there. It just would have been nice. There we go. All right, so you are not running very well at all because we have no power. We have no power. I did handcraft a few wood bricks, so let's pop these in here, and that will at least keep this thing going for a little bit more. I think that's a good thing. We should just keep having that up there and running. Let's grab the copper out of there. It's not doing much. Not doing much. But another heap more sand. All right. So our issue now is not landfill. It's still landfill, but our production of materials is so slow that we're actually producing landfill much quicker. I'm going to temporarily stop you. Yeah, temporarily stop you so we have everything going into material production. Probably going to regret that. This over here can still keep going, but our power, yeah, when the boiler's running, our power is okay. When the boiler stops, our power is not okay. We're still actually, we've maxed out. We've kind of maxed out. Yeah, even with everything going, these algae farms, yeah, that's another 100 kilowatts. It's it's going to be a close thing. We'll keep going with the. We haven't actually made any more wood. We will keep going with all this though, and I think we're just going to have to make more algae, and it does look like I probably need to offset this one. There we go. You can start putting it on the inside. What are we going to do? What are we going to do with this brown algae? I still don't know. Brown algae. I don't want to make it. I want to use it. We are so far away from fish. Sodium carbonate is green algae processing. Well, I don't want to process green algae, but that is something that it's a lot of tech away, but it's only red tech. And what does it actually give us? Brown algae, that's it. Into sodium carbonate and lithium. Now, we do need lithium for batteries, but again, so far away. I think we're just going to be stockpiling brown algae, and sad to say, but probably destroying a fair bit of it too. Because if we just keep making paper, we are just kind of wasting green algae, which is the good stuff. Is there a better way to make green algae? That's probably what I should be looking for. Instead of seeing how to use brown algae, let's see if we can make better green algae. So, mineralized water and carbon dioxide. And this is, again, this one. So if we can get to here, we can actually make just green algae with mineralized water, which the mineralized water that we currently have is very slow to produce because it's that crushed rock. But as we start down this path, we actually get more and more crushed rock as we go along. So, yeah, that's definitely in the future. But for now, again, it's hard to say because I did put a whole bunch of wood bricks into here, but I think our production here is looking pretty good. So, there you go, 4 algae farms. We can grab a desert tree at some point and start making some wood. But wood's not going to be a viable fuel. That is okay. That is okay. Alright, so our issue now is a lack of production. So if we want to make more production, we need to make, A, we need to make more belts, and B, we need to make more electrolyzers. And no surprises, the thing we are short on is iron. Iron. Always iron. Basic circuit boards. It's copper that we don't have. We don't have copper cable because copper cable comes from Yeah, it just comes from copper plate. We do have copper, don't we? Yeah. Why is it saying I can't make that? But I can make them. Alright. Let's just make them all. We'll use up all that copper cable. We're not using the copper for anything else at this point. And pretty much everything we're making requires us to have the basic circuit board. So let's get rid of that cellulose fiber. Let's get rid of that into there. And you're backing up on wood bricks because of this. Because I've been putting wood bricks in there. Alright. Okay, and now green algae is backing up, which is actually really nice to see. But again, it's because I'm forcing stuff into that section. Alright. So, if I want to make 2 more electrolyzers, I'm going to need... interesting. Okay. I'm going to need 20 iron, but I just saw too that stone brick. Stone brick is something that we are using for these. Actually, a lot of these things are using stone brick, and we have no production of stone brick. We're still using the stone brick that we had from right at the start. We can go crush stone into stone brick, and that's probably the only way we can do it actually. But our crushed stone is way more valuable. Turning it into mineralized water. Is there any other way we can make mineralized water? Mineralized water. So crushed stone and water. Purified water and electrolyzer. That's some basic chemistry too. Barreled sulfuric wastewater. And again, those things are a long way away. So it is just crushed rock. What can we use? We have got, what have we got here? Hydrogen sulfide. Can we use our hydrogen sulfide gas for anything? Oops. Hydrogen sulfide gas. That's how we get it. What can we use it for? So we can get sulfur in sulfur processing, which is gets us to sulfuric acid. I think from memory too, sulfur is... oh yeah, sulfur is in blue science now too, isn't it? A converter valve. Yeah, I think I remember not using those because they're a little bit cheaty. All right, chemical void, flare stack void. I like the icon for it. It's the angel symbol. Okay. So we will want to use our hydrogen sulfide, and that's kind of why I'm doing the fluid control, so we can actually set up some tanks. We can get some oxygen, some hydrogen in some tanks, and then have the fluid control overflow valve sending that into the flare stack, so we build up some of that. All right. No, I don't want to build that. I want to build one of you. One of you. Yes, I do. And we are going to need more of you. And we are going to need more inserters too, aren't we? And of course, we're out of iron plate for that. Of course we are. There we go. There's some more iron plate. One more inserter. Hey, hey. It's all happening. All right. So let's get this business going. I know there. That we actually need a little bit more, and we need that there. All right. Ooh, and we actually need one more here. Okay, so there and there, there and there, and some of these. And do I have more power poles? I do. Okay. Let's get a bit more of that. We need the water in this top section. Yep. And that means we can have the belt coming out there. Alright. Like that. Let's get a power pole there. Yep. Man, so many things to think about. Alright. and then you there, and then we're away. And yeah, our power is now the real struggle. And this is increasing. This is increasing. So it has increased since I've stopped adding more stuff. So so's our brown algae, of course. We've got a lot of paper. And what are we going to do with it all? Well, all right. Next up, we do need to expand our power. Now, if we expand this power, obviously we need to expand our algae farm production, which is interesting in itself. How much water is one of these using? I haven't actually checked. 100 water every 30 seconds. All right, so that's a bit of a non-issue. It'd be nice if you could pass water through them rather than coming in on each side. That'd be a good little upgrade, wouldn't it? If we just keep this going, yeah. So if we made 4 more algae farms, which is way more iron than we currently have, we do need to focus on these, don't we? So we're seven iron plates short, but what's going on here? Our slag is backing up because we're actually not getting it out fast enough. All right, let's do that. Drop off. Oh, I got the long handle inserters now. That's nice. So now we can get this out fast enough. We can get it in fast enough. Or can we? Well, we sure can. If I move that to there, we can get a second inserter, which I don't have. Let's hopefully we've got that. Yep, let's make another inserter, and then we can use our long inserter power to pick up from there and drop off there. All right, and now we are actually is our power? Yeah, okay. We've pretty well maxed out this ore crusher. Yep, so it's got more slag coming in and it's crushed stone. All right. So what are we producing from this one? We're producing 2 a second, and this guy can handle 10 a second. So we can have a maximum of 5 crushers going into this. Which I think would be nice. Would be very nice to have, but we are a little ways away from that. There is also the byproducts that come out of here, so we are feeding back in some crushed stone, and looks like there was a little bit of sapphirite that managed to escape. All right, so if we're going to expand this another one, we do need to expand our power. You're actually out of fuel. All right, let's go over here and just see, is this still increasing? No, it's not. It's actually going backwards a little bit now. All right, so maybe we do need to keep up with that, just as a little interim. 50 is probably too much. Yeah, you're struggling a little bit too. All right. Slowly, very slowly. What was a hydro plant? What did we use that for? What were we using a hydro plant for? That was making saline water for the brown algae. That's what that was. All right. All right. You know what? We've got a lot. We've still got a lot of. We've got a lot of landfill now. So what we should be doing is using it, and to do that, I think I'm going to need to craft a few of these. Oh, they actually need. They need wood pellets. All right. Okay, that worked out okay. It worked out okay. Let's just grab one from here as well. There we go. All right. Let's get some landfill and let's put some power over here. All right, put some power over here. What is that pipe doing? That pipe's currently going nowhere. All right, we can rip that out. Let's get some windmills. All right. Back to the old pattern. And there. All right. We'll get rid of that one. What has happened here? I think we must have been offset. All right, let's make a couple more of them and queue up a few more of these. There we go. All right. This is not the best way to use this new area that we've created. All right, we've kind of we've been very, very inefficient with our space, which is definitely not what we want to be doing now. All right. All right, let's get these going here. That's better. That's better. And we're using them. All right. Man, I wish I had some bots. That reminds me. Steel axe. Power asked the question whether steel axe was in here, and it is. It's a little ways away. We're kind of we're not too focused on science at the moment, I've got to say. Just because all of our materials are going into slightly more important things. All right, there is another 3. What do we got? We're too high for that. One more. There we go. All right. How quickly we use our precious landfill. Like that, and like that, and like that. All right. And there we go. Our power is now just creeping over the required amount. Alrighty. Well, how are we doing? Another 20 ore iron plate. How are we doing for time? We still have a couple of minutes. And I think we're going to use those. We got to do this, don't we? We got to do this. Okay, let's kill that. Let's actually kill that, and let's make one more of these. Use our beautiful grass. To make another one of these. Another one of these. Can't see. Is that right next to it? It is. Alright, so we have to go one away from that. And then we can get that one there. Beautiful. Alright, let's get this back down to the bare minimum again. We need an inserter, we need some power, and we need some belts. I don't have enough belts, that's okay. We don't even have any inserters. We still got some iron. Yeah, we've got some iron. All right. Let's get this up here. Let's copy that. That. That actually needs a bit of landfill right there. All right. And we need the water. Bit of landfill there. And then actually this needs to go one further up. And then the inserter goes here. And we need one more bit of land right there. Okay, there we go. Looking good, looking sharp. And our power situation is now again in the doldrums, but we've got some cellulose fibre that I can pop in there, sure, and speed things up. What's going on here? You are getting enough. I think it's just the our lack of electricity that Power pointed out in the comments yesterday. Our dips in electricity not only are annoying, but they also slow down everything. Which in turn slows down the production of charcoal, which gets us into a bit of a downward spiral. So that's where having just handcrafting a few of these every now and again actually comes into a little bit handy. All right, well, I'm going to leave this running for a bit. We're going to get some materials, and I'm going to expand the algae farms to have a another one. I'm going to add back in another inserter though, which we don't actually have. I don't have the iron for. There we go. Which will overall kind of slow down. Let's just cancel it all. There we go, and then add them back in. Yes, we'll add this in to get a little bit more landfill, which does slow down the production of iron, but we had a lot of landfill. We used it up very, very quickly, and I think that's something we've got to keep in mind. Even though it's really tempting to stop the landfill, we do need to keep that production going so that we can expand the factory. Again, it's a really, really tiny little base that we've got going, but it's doing what we need so far, and we just got to work on getting this power set up a little more automated, and we're totally dead because what's going on here? Someone hit R. Someone hit R. Look at that. All right, I feel bad. Feel bad for our power. All right, there we go. Keep this going. We are dropping down in charcoal, which is a problem. But anyway, let's leave this problem for another day, because most importantly, as always, a huge thank you to my patrons, and I'll see you tomorrow.